A number of Canadian leaders have now come together to condemn new threats from Khalistani groups aimed at India and also at Hindus living in Canada. And there have been several such threats widely made and made online, issued directly, painted on temple walls one after the other. Most glaringly, one came by way of a video posted by the Khalistani Guru Patwan Singh Pannu that went viral on social media. In that he seemed to address Indo-Canadian Hindus and he said, "You have repudiated your allegiance to Canada and the Canadian Constitution. Your destination is India. Leave Canada, go to India." And he spoke standing by a poster that shows a temple and a poster announcing "Kill India." Now this clearly is a video, very obviously, that carries open threats of violence. It demands mass expulsions, but the government in Canada has made no move to take any action over this. The opposition Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre says, and in a post on X, that such comments are hateful. He said the Conservatives condemn such comments against what he called our Hindu neighbors and friends, and he said Hindus have made invaluable contributions to every part of our country and will always be welcome here. Anita Anand, and she's president of the Treasury Board within the government. She's the first Hindu federal minister in Canada. She was earlier the minister who handled procurement of vaccines during COVID and was later defense minister handling support to Ukraine, very vital posts. And she said in a post on X that as Hindu Canadians, our home is now here. By way of official response from the government, Dominic LeBlanc, Minister of Public Safety, said that the circulation of online hate video that has been around and that targets Hindu Canadians is contrary to the values we hold dear as Canadians, and that now is a fine observation. What Canadian Hindus have been looking for is some action against Khalistanis issuing such threats, and that has not been forthcoming. Chandra Arya, a member of parliament from the ruling Liberal Party, says many Hindus are now fearful after such targeted attacks. The Khalistan movement, he said, is trying to provoke Hindu Canadians to react, and it is seeking to divide the Hindu and Sikh communities in Canada. He expressed the confidence that the vast majority of Canadian Sikhs do not support the Khalistan movement. He says they may not publicly condemn it, as he said, for several reasons. He spoke of the glorification of terrorism coming from the Khalistanis and the targeting of Hindus in the name of freedom of expression. That now has become a tricky expression. That freedom of expression in Canada has now come to include the right to deliver open threats in the confidence that the government will do nothing. Pannu was, after all, not offering advice, and he was issuing a threat based on hatred and discrimination with a video headline demanding "Leave India," with a demand to kill India. The government in Canada seems to think that it's enough for a minister just to say that this sort of thing is not very nice. This inaction is feeding the confidence among Khalistanis who seem to believe, rightly as it turns out, in the Canadian government's continuing inaction in the face of such threats.